Lawmakers returned to the Capitol on Monday and got back to work for the final push following crossover day. With Thursday's adjournment, only 9 legislative days remain in the 2025 session until sine die. Here's what happened at the Capitol this week. The House overwhelmingly adopted a $37.7 billion state budget for fiscal year 2026 on Tuesday. This is an increase of more than $1.6 billion over the previous year's fiscal year 2025 budget. Notably, this budget removed nearly $100 million in funding for Georgia's Promise Scholarship program. It now moves to the Senate, where Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones has stated that the money will be added back to the Promise Scholarship program. Governor Kemp signed the amended midyear budget for fiscal year 2025, which was a record $40.5 billion. It also used $2.7 billion of the state's surplus to finance what is often referred to as the baby budget. Tax relief measures advanced in the Senate Finance Committee. House Bill 111, sponsored by Representative Sue Hong, reduces the state's flat income tax rate from 5.39% to 5.19% and adjusts the rate to reach 4.99% by 2027. Also, House Bill 112, sponsored by Representative Lauren McDonald, provides tax rebates of up to $500 to Georgia taxpayers. Senate Finance also advanced House Bill 266, which is sponsored by Representative Stephen Sains. This would allow all military retirement income to be income tax-free. Hours of hearings on tort reform were held this week, but no votes were taken. Senate Bill 68, sponsored by Senator John F. Kennedy, is in the Rules Subcommittee on Lawsuit Reform awaiting further action. SB 68 is an omnibus bill which would address several aspects of tort reform, such as reevaluating premises liability and eliminating phantom damages. Senate Bill 69, also sponsored by Senator Kennedy, has not yet had a hearing. This would regulate third-party litigation funding with the hope of limiting outside influence on trials. Legislation intended to incentivize the local authorization of new charter schools advanced out of the Curriculum Subcommittee of the House Education Committee. Senate Bill 82, known as the Local Charter School Authorization and Support Act of 2025, is sponsored by Senator Clint Dixon. The same subcommittee advanced Senate Bill 123, sponsored by Senator Kennedy, which amends state law to ensure that no student is expelled solely due to absenteeism and to address chronic absenteeism in Georgia schools. And finally, legislation to instruct the Georgia Composite Medical Board to institute a new data system by 2026 in order to accelerate its processing of licensure applications for physicians, physician assistants, and nurse protocol agreements cleared the House Public and Community Health Committee. Senate Bill 162 is sponsored by Senator Chuck Hufstetler. The legislature will reconvene for Legislative Day 32 on Tuesday, March 18th. For more updates from the Capitol, please be sure to subscribe to our weekly Friday Facts newsletter.